Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button, get that bell notification on for the channel, and make sure to hit the like button. The like button helps the channel a lot. Welcome back to the city of Rivière-des-Montagnes, and we are in the town of St-Ambroise, a mill town that I really enjoyed building. I think it's a really cute looking town, and I really like this church asset that we found in the workshop. What are we going to do in this week's videos? Well, we got a lot to do. We're going to try to do a bunch of expansion of residential to grow the city as much as possible. We're going to expand the farm, add in a new unique factory, and we're going to get a bunch of other services done. So a lot going on this week, and we might even get to building another industry area, which would be great because then we can build other unique factories as well. So let's hop back into it. So we are out over here in the town of St-Ambroise, and then Rivière-des-Montagnes is over this way. If this is your first time here, this is a Quebec-themed city build, and it's been a lot of fun to make. So we're going to build the bakery out over here, but there's a few things I want to do first before we place the bakery, and that is I want to kind of continue the grid into this section and use this arterial road as like a break in the grid. Now I don't normally like building four-way intersections if you're new to the series, but I think in this case it will look really good, especially because we're going to try to keep this gridded look going for a little bit longer. So this is a pretty big intersection. That's fine. Particularly because it's going into a roundabout. I think the roundabout's going to take a lot of the traffic, especially because we've set the roundabout up to be able to hold a lot of traffic. Now, I'm just realizing, I don't think I showed you guys this. I was kind of just letting the sim run for a little bit and play around with some things, and I realized I'm just going to build a bridge here, and I'll tell all the viewers about it after. And yeah, so I just built this little bridge across the roundabout so that pedestrians don't go along the roundabout because it's dangerous. And look at this guy. This guy's using it. Or Annabelle Peters. So where is Annabelle Peters going? Probably going from work home. And that's fantastic. So that's what the bridge is there for. Especially if we're going to get the bakery over here, it's going to be very useful. So first things first, when we start a new area, we are going to clear the area from trees. This is going to help the PC run the game, and it's also nicer to build in a flat open area. All right, so we're going to take a industrial road. Here it is, and we're going to go off of this one right here. We're not going to connect up because I feel like pathways will do the trick, but we just want to kind of isolate the trucks as much as possible. So let's just redo this part a bit. We're going to get a nice curve in from the grid. Actually, yeah, never mind. Let's keep the grid pretty straightforward. And let's get that bakery in. So the bakery is a really cool, unique factory. I think it looks fantastic in most cities. And, I mean, who doesn't love a nice loaf of bread? Unless you're gluten intolerant, of course. It's a nice asset and gives a lot to the city for really not a lot of material that it uses. Whoops. So it only needs animal products, crops, and flour. Now, right now we're importing animal products. We have crops, and we're making flour right in this little mill town. That's why we named it a mill town. We have flour mills over here, and we have crops being stored over here. And I believe this is set up for animal products, which we don't have any yet. So we're going to go do that after the bakery area has been built. So we have everything we need. I think I'm just going to add in a second crop holding facility. Yeah, we don't have this one, unfortunately, so that's okay. But I'm just going to place this right here, and whoa, jumpy. And I'm going to use move it to shrink the size of this road. And the reason for that is because I don't want the road to take up too much space, and we're going to use pathways anyways to get people around over here. All right, so with this, it'll be very easy for people to walk to work. They have multiple options. They can cross at the interchange, or they can cross over the bridge here. So we're just going to set up this four-way intersection a bit better than it already is. There we go. And with that, just make sure that this has yield on. Wrong one. There we go. And with that, hopefully it gives a nice boost to the town of St-Ambroise. So with that, we are going to continue the grid around over here, and then we'll get to getting our farm going, I guess. So I want to continue this grid, so I'm just going to follow this pathway right here, or this road, sorry, and we are going to get a road down to there, and I think we're going to get a road right here. Why not? Actually, yeah, let's restart this. I'm just going to bring this down as far as we possibly can. Oops. And I'm going to remove this border road we placed last time. All right. So with the idea behind this is we are going to get more residential out over here. Because right now we kind of have the industry separated from the town, and I don't really want that to be too much of a thing. So let's get going with that. All right, so perfect. We're going to continue the size of the grid over here. So that's 500. I like using the cost as a good measurement. I know there's better ways, but if we do that, then yeah, this is good. All right, so we're going to keep this as a four-lane road right through here. But I don't think we'll need any more. I don't think there's going to be many issues with that anyways. So let's just give dedicated turning lanes over here. And we've already screwed up the lanes there somehow. That's okay. Perfect. So with that, we have some nice opportunities to zone in some spaces, but we're going to continue with this expansion over here. So let's take a quick peek at the topography, because there was a reason why we were using that other road as a border road. So I think we're just going to bring a road maybe a bit farther. Nice. And then we're going to grab these nodes and put them to that height. That's cool with me. And then any developer developing over here would, whoa, not do that. Would flatten out this land a bit so you could build on it. So we are going to do the same thing. We're not going to go much farther than that. All right, so now that we have some buildings over here, we could build another bridge over top, but I don't think we will for a space, and the town probably wouldn't pay for that to happen. The town of St-Ambroise, that is, but we're for sure going to get a road connection in right there, or a pathway connection. All right, so we're so close to hitting the next milestone, so we are going to push for that, which is why I wanted to get these residential buildings in. And I'm not going to build anything on this side. Will I? No, I don't think so. I don't think that would really work. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to build a fence along the side here. So let's just use the forestry fence. And I'm going to build a fence line right to here. And I'm going to pull it back to there. And what this is going to do is it's actually going to switch up the zoning a bit. So let's just, yeah, see, there we go. Now we have bigger lots over here, which is fantastic to see. So I'm actually going to delete this house, and we're going to let this rezone in a bit better. And we're going to do the same thing on this side, using the same fence. Just to there. Whoa, that's on the sidewalk. Wasn't watching where I was clicking, apparently. Alright, let's grab this. Alright, let's, we're gonna have to do a bit of maneuvering here. There we go. And let's bring this over. Like so. Move this fence over as well. All right, very neat. so with that, we can now zone in over here and have better lots. So apparently there's still zoning showing up over there, which isn't good. So I'm just going to try to readjust that, and hopefully it fixes it. I don't think it will, though. It looks like it's glitching out a bit. That's okay. But we do have some space over here, so I think I might just add in another pathway, just to kind of fill in the space a bit. I'm just going to pull this back over ever so slightly and get that next pathway in as well. There we go. Alright, lots of walking paths to get around. And I don't think we're going to really add in many services over here. Perhaps an elementary school. But that might be it. Let's get a nice corner store right here. And I think we might do the same kind of idea over here. This is a great way to control the zoning without the zoning adjuster mod. Yeah, that was a great example of it because we were looking at the grid when that happened. So the fence looks pretty nice too, which is neat. And let's just drag that over like that. Perfect. Okay, so now that we have space over here, we can also do something over there when we get the chance. But right now we are focusing on residential. Okay, so we need to go down 500. And ooh, I forgot to turn these back on. All right, and we're not going to connect up over there. But let's do the same thing over here. 500. I'm a little weirded out that the zoning isn't working out the best. Interesting. Let's just redo this little section here because it was snapping funny. And let's try that again. It is 500, right? Yeah. Alright. Silly me. I can just do that. Alright, and then we will redo this little section right here. Perfect. So I'm thinking we might be able to connect up using this grid line, which is what I was using before. So we'll do that, and then we'll come in right to here, but we won't connect up there. Perhaps we'll give that like a bit of a cul-de-sac look, or a dead-end road look. Perhaps maybe this was at one point connected, but since the industry has moved in, they've redone the interchange. All right, so let's get zoning in here. And over here is going to be an interesting little spot. I'm sure we can just get zoning in all through here, and that's going to be fine. But yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's upgrade this road to a normal road, and we'll do the same thing over here, and then we'll be able to get more housing over this way as well. So let's get that look on. Oh, okay, so we're at the end right here of the area, and that's fine. So let's just grab the road then, and we will swing this all the way out, and perhaps we will bring it right into here. Yeah, that looks good. And I don't think this needs to be an industrial road either, so we'll eliminate that. We're trying to make like a bit like a hybrid kind of look, you know? So that's the tricky part with it, but this area is definitely going to need some services. So we already have healthcare and stuff covered. I think we'll probably be fine with that. Death care, I believe we're probably pretty good with. Child care, let's see. Oh, that's elder care. We already have one. And child care, we don't have one. Okay, so why don't we get the child care facility right over here then. Story houses. And I don't think we have the sauna in. We were looking at that last time, but that's probably fine. All right, so we are probably good with fire. Yep, and we're probably good with police. So let's just get education going. So we have one elementary school. Let's see how that is. So it's almost full. I think we might as well get a second one in. We don't need a second high school, that's for sure. Let's use the older looking school. I'll put it right there. So it's overlapping just a bit, so I'm going to maneuver it ever so slightly to the edge. And then I think we'll leave that over there, and then we need to park over here. Hey, there we go. So we hit 20,000. Grand City. That's fantastic. We're going to get the waste processing going as well. Perhaps not this video, perhaps next video. So what am I looking for? Silly me. Got distracted. The small playground is right here. Let's put that right beside the school. Perfect. And I want to get another pathway in. That goes from here. Oops. Let's just redo this a bit. Just like that. And up right there. And then we're going to connect it up right there as well. Awesome. Okay, so I think we can get another little corner store here. Let's do that. And then I want some stores right here. I don't think we're going to get anything over there. We probably could. I'm never really sure if that actually connects it when you bring a road in like that. So let's just bring in a pathway connection right here, just in case. And we are going to need a yard for the outgoing products, which I didn't think of last time, did I? Because this is flour. Yeah, okay. So why don't we do that? We'll bring in a small warehouse. I think we could probably put it, yeah, I guess so, right here. This is going to be for the finished products of the factory. And we could also just bring it out over here, though. It's not going to be a busy thing, but let's just place it here. And we are going to put this on empty and bring it down to unique factory products. So it's only going to manage the overflow when that happens. Okay, so we just need to zone in a bit more, and then we will move into building our farm. So I think I'm going to bring in a cul-de-sac right here. Kind of fill in that space and gives it a bit better of a look. Now this is technically a collector, but I think we'll be fine to put housing on it. And then right over here, when I'm doing zoning on hillsides, I like being a bit more careful with it. So I just wanted to check what it looked like. So let's get kind of like a descending housing situation going like that. And we'll do the same thing over here. I think this is pretty good over here, but we'll get it descending a bit. All right, and then we'll zone this all in as residential. And we'll take out these trees. And when we come back, we'll just do a bit of work over there. Now, we do have space over this way to do something with. I'm not sure what, but we do have some industrial demand, so I think I'm going to add in just some small industry. And before I do that, I'm going to check the district that we have. And I want to put a farming industrial specialization on St-Ambroise. So what that's going to do is it's going to kind of give some farming industrial buildings, which look very nice. So some food processing. Let's take a quick peek at what these buildings look like. I don't think we have these in this city yet. They're very cool looking. And in my mind, they don't give off as much pollution. Yeah, very nice. Beefcakes. That's funny. And another one. Okay, so let's get a couple more of these industry areas in just to kind of fill in the space a bit. Hopefully it doesn't give off too much pollution. Yeah, I think that's probably good. And then let's get a nice commercial section in right here. Yeah. I don't always like zoning in everything fully, because I think it kind of gives a better look. All right, so we still have some space over here. And let's take a look at the topography. Nice. We can just do a pretty simple zoning over here. I don't think we really need to even think about it. We will just fill that in like so. And we'll kind of leave it at that. So with that, St-Ambroise is kind of complete. We're going to come back and do a couple things with it over time. But just a small town with one main industry, the bakery, and a couple other small things. Oh no. There's a forest fire. All right, so I think we'll do the farm. Oh my gosh, look at that! This is a big disaster. I don't know if we have a I don't think we have this over here anywhere. Well, this could be another thing for St-Ambroise, to have a little helicopter depot. But I'm not ready for that either, so we'll just kind of have to let this burn out, and hopefully our fire department can fix it. Okay, so we have just a few more minutes, so I want to add in a couple small things over here that I was thinking about, or not over here specifically, but we don't have a post office. Oh, that's not post in this town. So I'm going to kind of look at what will be the main, or what was and will be the main avenue. So this was a main street. So I think if we get a post office right here, that'll be really thematic for the area. All right, so something's going on. I think my game is auto-saving. There we go. And we don't have a taxi depot over here. I don't think we really need one. We could add like taxi stands in which encourage people to use taxis, but I don't think we really need that. Something we do need though is we don't have any park maintenance buildings in the city at all. So if we go over here, they really help improve the parks in the city, and it's basically mainly the created parks that you have. So I thought of a good spot for it the other day. I'm not sure if I said it on camera or not, but we built this area over here. This is our forestry industrial zone. I was thinking if we just place this right here, the grid fits perfectly. It's going to be a good break in the zoning as well, because the building's kind of a bit more rural looking. So perhaps this area was more rural before this industry area took over. So that's really going to help out a lot. And I don't know if we have any road maintenance buildings either. So I wanted to get those in as well. So let's take a quick peek throughout the city. Looks like we have one because it's green over here, but I don't see it. Oh, it's right here. Is it? Oh, apparently the parking helps out a bit. Interesting. Okay, so these buildings are really neat because they look like office buildings, and I think they're a good break in density. So I'm going to try to use it as such. So let's find a good spot where there's starting to be a break in the density. This is a good spot over here. This is a residential zone though, but I don't know if this should be a residential spot right there anyways. So let's do this, and we're going to rezone this whole area as low density commercial. Yeah, and we're not going to put anything there. We've already established that. And let that kind of develop up. And yeah, this building looks awesome, especially on a hillside too. Okay, so that probably brought us up a bit. Probably not a crazy amount though. So we might need one more. You know what? We're probably fine for now. We have that one downtown. We could probably get one over here. It'd probably help out a lot to have it close to Le Plateau and St-Ambroise. But I'll let just the one roll around for a little bit, and we'll get back to it at a later date. I don't think there's anything else I really want to add in over here. So with that, guys, tomorrow's episode we are going to build the animal farm, and that's going to really help because we really need some animal products for this bakery. So without further ado, guys, I hope you have a great day. Happy Monday. I hope your week's off to a great start. And we got some jumping cars. Wow. All right. Well, I'll go fix the jumping cars, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.